Okay guys, hope you are all quite well. I'm just catching up with a few things. I was quite busy today and didn't get a lot of chance to read in the Discord. But I picked up a thing from Little Perry there about having a bad month. And I just thought I'd put me 2p in. I'm going to pull up mine. It's not to sort of be boastful or pull into it or anything. I just kind of want to highlight something. So let me flick this over. We all started this journey roughly around the same time. We do have good days, bad days. Sometimes we just make mistakes. As you can see when we're looking at my front screen, I'm not right all the time. In fact, I'm wrong. In fact, out of the 4 months, I was wrong on 3 of them. Why is that? Because I didn't have 100%. No, okay, I had a stonker in March. I never missed a beat. Everything worked as it should. But that's just one of them things. What you've got to take into account here is you are going to lose. And certainly in your beginning stages, you're going to lose. Why? Because you trade from emotion. You're looking to push the charts that little bit too hard. Now, if we come on to April, what we just finished, you'll see I did have some not very good days. You know, I lost badly. And why? Because of stupidity, I guess, trying to get in a little bit early. I do use the surge. The surge, unless you are disciplined on killing the trade, can go against you. And with gold, it can rattle against you, as it did there, 12 quid. Now, my overall loss could have been 30 quid, because I work on like a 5% for the day. But I knew it was wrong, and I decided to pull the plug on it. All right. So that's the first takeaway. The moment you know it's wrong, kill it. Because if you don't, it'll get out of hand and it'll erode everything that you've done. Now, I know it's a lot easier said than done, but one of the things that I'm looking at is your average day, you needed approximately 97p per day. All right, you're trading at 10p. So it's a half decent move to get hold of. All right, so you're looking at 10 pips. All right, so that's your baseline, 10 pips. What if it does a quid? Do you let it run or do you kill it? Are you trying to push it that little bit too far? To not do £1, but maybe do £3 and £4, which is 3 times more than your target. And because you're dealing with pennies, that can be like just a push too far. So what I would kind of suggest that you do to a degree is maybe up the position size slightly. You know, you're on 278. If you did 20p, that's 5 pips. That'll give you your quid. And as soon as you've done it, kill it, stop, do it again tomorrow. And what'll happen is this bit here will start increasing. You're doing it once a day, so your positions are in and around 20 to 27 per year, per month, and it'll start controlling this. Now, if I look at the account, if you've got it all marked out, nicely done for you, you've already got your zones that you can work within. You know, you get in, you can't let it come out of whatever zone you're working in. So for argument's sake, we are down here. I might have to push this out a little bit, see if I can squeeze that up. There we are. So I'm now working in this area here. So if it's coming out here and I'm staying short, I really don't want it to go beyond this line here. Why is that? Because I know the next testing point is going to be up there and it's miles away. You know, if I get in here and I'm trying to get out there, that's, well, it's 2,300 and pips, so it's like 230 pips. It's too far. So I can't really let it go beyond here, which is 85. It's still a lot, but it's a hell of a lot better than trying to hold it up to this thing. All right. And you could even use the golden eye in the middle of here. So for argument's sake, you go, okay, if I'm going to stage, I'm getting in here. As soon as I'm paid, I'm out. But if it gets halfway, I'll put the next position in, relieving the stress. And if it gets to that line, I've had enough. I've got to get out. I've just got to go. That's one way of doing it. Another way is to keep your positions relatively tight. Run that into 15 minutes, just like so. And again, instead of letting it run to that line, you've now got a dynamic support and resistance here. You're entering underneath this level, so that becomes a break point. You've got a fib here. It's another break point. You've got another moving average, another break point. What a break point is, it's like where it'll put the brakes on the trade. So if it's trucking up, it'll stop, the brakes will come on. And you've got a swing point. And where's that swing point coincide with? Well, if you go level to level, put your golden eye in, that golden eye is now your stop area. You cannot let that trade run beyond that point. And then that way, you're keeping everything relatively in check. If you're getting paid, you get paid quick. Do it again tomorrow. Don't panic. It goes wrong. Your last entry point is on that moving average. Bounces off the moving average, comes back down, breaks the moving average, stops on the top of the eye. Game over. It'll protect the account. It's late, so I am tired. But I just wanted to sort of stick my 2p in and try and get you to think along the lines of, well, if I only need £1, what is that in monetary terms? Well, if it's 20p a point, it's 5 pips. It's doable, and it's doable really quick. You, by nature of a small account, you're going to have a wider stop, because if you tighten up the stop, unfortunately, it's death by 1,000 cuts. But it actually works in your favour as well, because you're more likely to hit the win than you are the loss. And if you do hit the loss, as long as you managed it a little bit like what I've said, put it in a logical place, and you have an extra position coming in, it could be all right. Just a thought. You know, you could even over leverage it slightly and say, well, I'll go the first entry at 20p and the second entry at 20p, but that's it, no more. And then you keep it at that till the account catches up to it. Hope it helps. Anyway, kids, have yourselves a good night. I'll speak to you tomorrow night. I'll be in and around tomorrow. I've just been doing a video on farming. Do watch it. I think it's probably one of the most important videos that I've done. And in a roundabout way, it might try and get you to think the way that I think over a long period of time. Catch you in a bit, guys.